to the groom, to the bride, from your sister, who is always by your side, to your union, and the hope that you provide. May you always be satisfied. I remember that night, I just might. I remember that night, I just might. I remember that night, I remember that. I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember those soldier boys tripping over themselves to win our praise. I remember that dream like candlelight, like a dream that you can't quite place. But Alexander, I'll never forget the first time I saw your face. I have never been the same. Intelligent eyes in a hunger pain frame. And when you said hi, I forgot my dang name. Set my heart aflame, every part aflame. This is not a game. You strike me as a woman who's never been satisfied. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. You forget yourself. You're like me. I'm never satisfied. Is that right? I've never been satisfied. My name is Angelica Schuyler. Alexander Hamilton. Where's your family from? Unimportant, there's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait, just you wait. So this is what it feels like to match with someone at your level. With the catch is, it's a feeling of freedom and seeing the light. It's Ben freaking with a key and a kite. You see it, right? The conversation lasts 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. Everything we said in total agreement. It's a dream. It's a bit of a dance. It's a bit of a posture. It's a bit of a stance. He's a bit of a flirt, but I'm gonna give it a chance. I asked about his family. Did you see his answer? His hands started fidgeting. He looked askance. He's penniless. He's fine by the seat of his pants. Handsome boy, does he know it? Peach fuzz, and he can't even grow it. I want to take him far away from this place, and I see in terms. I want to take him far away from this place, and then I turn and see my sister's face, and she is helpless, and I know she is helpless, and her eyes are just helpless. And I realize 3 fundamental truths at the exact same time. Where are you taking me? I'm about to change your life. Then by all means, lead the way. I'm a girl in a world in which my only job is to marry rich. My father has no son, so I'm the one who has to social climb for one. So I'm the oldest and the wittiest and the gossip in New York Cityest and cityest. And Alexander is penniless. Oh, it doesn't mean I want a man he less. Elizabeth Schuyler, it's a pleasure to meet you. Schuyler, my sister. He's after me because I'm a Sky sister that elevates his status side. Have to be naive to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduced him to Eliza. Now that's his bride. Nice going, Angelica, she was right. You will never be satisfied. Thank you for all your service. Well, if it takes fighting a war for us to meet, it will have been worth it. I'll leave you to it. I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. If I tell her that I love him, she'd be silently resigned. He'd be mine. She'd say I'm fine, she'd be lying. But when I fantasize at night, it's Alexander's eyes. As I romanticize what might have been if I hadn't sized him up so quickly. At least my dear Eliza's his wife. At least I keep his eyes in my life. To the groom, to the bride, from your sister, who is always by your side, to your union, and the hope that you provide. May you always be satisfied, and I know she'll be happy as his bride, and I know you will never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied. Alexander, come back to sleep. I have an early meeting out of town. It's still dark outside. I know. I just need to write something down. Why do you write like you're running out of time? Shh. Come back to bed. That would be enough. I'll be back before you know I'm gone. Come back to sleep. This meeting's at dawn. Well, I'm going back to sleep. Hey, best of wives and best of women. You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in the tea with you howl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back soon, you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 you say your love is draining and you can't go on. Nope. You say our love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Everybody, da 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 da. How does a ragtag volunteer army in need of a shower somehow defeat a global superpower? How do we emerge victorious from the quagmire, leave the battlefield waving Betsy Ross's flag higher? Yo, turns out we have a secret weapon, an immigrant you know and love who's unafraid to step in. He's constantly confusing and confounding the British henchmen. Everyone give it up for Americans' favorite fighting Frenchman, Lafayette! I'm taking this horse by the reins, making redcoats redder or blood stains, Lafayette. And I'm never gonna stop until I make them drop and burn them and scatter their remains. I'm Lafayette. Watch me engaging them, escaping them, and raging them. I'm Lafayette. I go to France for more funds, Lafayette. I come back with more guns and ships, and so the balance shifts. We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts. We can end this war in Yorktown, cut them off at sea. But for this to succeed, there's someone else we need. I know, Hamilton. So he knows what to do in a trench and fluid and French. I mean, Hamilton. So you're gonna have to use him eventually. What's he gonna do in the bench? I mean, Hamilton. No one has more resilience or matches my practical tactical brilliance. Hamilton. You wanna fight for your land back? Hamilton. I need a right hand man back. Hamilton. Get your right hand man back. You know you gotta get right hand man back. I mean, you gotta put some thought into the lead, but sooner the better to get right hand man back. Alexander Hamilton. Troops are waiting in the field for you. If you join us right now, together we can turn the tide. Oh, Alexander. Alexander Hamilton. I have soldiers that will yield for you. If we manage to get this right, they'll surrender by early light. The world will never be the same, Alexander. I've never been the type to cry at the firelight. We were at a rebel with some rebels on a hot night. Laughing at my sister as he's dancing in the room. Then you walked in and my heart went boom. Trying to catch your eye from the side of the ballroom. Everyone's dancing while the band stopped the volume. Crying to the rhythm as we wine and dine. Grab my sister, whisper you, this one's mine. Ooh, my sister made across the way to you. I got nervous thinking what she's gonna do. She grabs you by the arm, I'm thinking I'm through. Then you look back at me and suddenly I'm helpless.